Hey YouTube, it's Hedgehog. Yes, as you noticed, I am playing Destiny. There you go, that down so you can actually see I'm playing Destiny. And my parents are watching a movie upstairs. The one with the guy who does Hawkeye, but they're kind of like aliens trying to communicate. Anyway, I'm only playing this because it's Prison of Elders, and there's nothing really to do in the game anymore. So Bungie, if you need some tips for Destiny 2, give me a call. Anyway, as you've read by the title below, these are my 5 tattoo tips. 5 tattoo tips for you tattoo virgins out there, and for you people who don't know what that word means. It's slang term for anybody who doesn't have a tattoo. And if you don't believe me, 1 and 2. There we go. Still healing this one. Anyway, so the first tip is you need to go into that session, whether it's 5, 10, 20, although I don't know any session that has 20 unless it's a chest piece or a back piece. Anyway, you go into that session expecting to be in pain, because it's not going to feel like daffodil farts and rainbow kisses. It's going to hurt. Especially those liner needles. They're really going to hurt. But not to scare you away. Basically, all it's going to feel like is like a pet cat scratching a bad sunburn. Irritating, annoying, yes, but not the end of the fucking world. It's not like somebody chopped your fucking arm off. You can still function. You can still go to work tomorrow. Bravo. Anyway, number 2 is placement. You need to know where you're placing this tattoo. If you want Donkey Kong climbing up your back, cute idea. Bad first idea though. Get something like, a family tattoo. Or if you're religious, get your religious symbol. Something where it's like, it's small enough that means something to you, which is another big thing. That first tattoo should mean so much to you. That tattoo, for your first one, should mean the world to you. So, for example, if it's your family or religion, put it on your phone. Make it your screensaver. Because if you can stare at that for months, weeks, potentially a year, and not get bored of it, then go ahead, get it tattooed on your body. But if you change it, then, well, you're not ready to get a tattoo. Plain and simple. Anyway, there are a few areas of your body, which I'll link in the description below, of like a website I found that was like the top 8 or the top 10 painful areas to get tattoos. And I'm not saying don't get those areas tattooed. I'm just saying don't get them first. So, number 1, I don't think I need to tell you, the genitals, they hurt like hell. I don't have a tattoo there because I'm smart. But I know a few friends who do. And yeah, they told me it was pretty fucking painful. Very sensitive area down there. And I know what you guys and girls are thinking. You guys are there thinking, I want a rocket ship on my penis. And you girls are probably thinking, I want a cat spitting fire, or a phoenix spitting fire out of my vagina. It's like, yeah, cute idea. But for your first tattoo, no. Maybe your 10th, 20th tattoo, go ahead. Because you can experience that pain and you've done it 10, 20 times. So, I'm not saying don't get tattooed there, but not your first tattoo. But a few other areas that you really shouldn't get first are your face, neck, ears, any area that bends, so your wrist, this part of your elbow right here, not the back part, not the part that points, this part. And the same thing with your leg, your ankle, your back of the knee, the, pelvis joint near the genitals. Anyway, anywhere where it sort of bends from your arm or your leg. Although, if you are getting a shoulder tattoo, I have had one, so it only really hurts right near the tip of the armpits and right on the collarbone. Oh, speaking of armpits, that's another painful place to get tattooed. So, bravo. Anyway, I'll link it down below so you can see the top 8, top 10 painful areas to get a tattoo. And I'm not saying don't get them, just don't get them first. My advice would be somewhere like the bicep or the thigh, where there's a lot of muscle mass in that area to absorb the hit of the tattoo gun. So, yeah, that's my advice on your placement. And I know it, the next tip would be don't go under the influence of weed, acid, shrooms, heroin, although heroin you probably wouldn't even leave the house, alcohol, and love. Trust me, lust is a painful tattoo drug. Because the thing is, if you're trying to hit on this girl or trying to hit on this guy at a bar, and you have Sheila or Darnell or whatever the fuck the name is, heart forever, it's kind of hard to explain that it's your dog or your cat. So, no. The only time I would ever put name tattoos on you is if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, or your sister. And you're probably going to ask me, what about my boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay, fair game. I would, but if you've been with them 35 years plus, that's my prerogative. If you've been with your boyfriend or girlfriend 35 years plus, then you've seen them at their highs and their lows, so getting their name on your body isn't exactly a bad thing. But if you've been dating for 2 weeks, I wouldn't even go near it. No. Make sure they're the one. The one. Yeah, as Ted Mosby calls it. The one. Anyway. The next tip would be trust your artist and the portfolio that they have. Because there's nothing worse to an artist than, well, there's two things. One, someone coming in under the influence, because what happens is when you are dripping balls, smoking weed, drinking alcohol or whatever, it thins your blood and it makes it 10 times harder for the tattoo artist to do their job. So when you're going to the shop, you're as sober as a fucking monk. After the tattoo, you can get stoned, trip balls, drunk, whatever the fuck you want after the tattoo is in your skin. Before that, you are sober. You should be drinking water, basically. Anything but, any sort of drugs. And I know what you're thinking, I'll just have a coffee before I go. Caffeine does the same thing that any other drug does. Thins your blood. So when tattoo artists is trying to tattoo you, it makes it 10 times harder for them to do their job. Because that's the last thing you want, I think. You don't want Kat Von D to be like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, great story. By the way, you're bleeding a lot. Okay. So, those are my, I think I said 5. Well, the 5th one I wouldn't really say is a piece of advice or tip. Well, actually, yeah, a bit of advice. Is, yes, you have to think very, very carefully. Not just only on what you're getting, but where you're getting it, and how long it's going to be, and how much this is going to cost you. You have to be very careful when it comes to tattoo. That's all I'm saying, for you tattoo virgins out there. So I'm not saying don't get tattoos, don't be a part of the crowd. Just make sure you know that this is what you want. Make sure you go into that shop with that intention of, I'm getting this. I'm putting this on my body for the rest of my fucking life, and I'm proud of it. I'm happy to have it on my body. These 2 tattoos on my arms, I'm fucking happy to have them on my arms. I love them. I mean, not to say that I wouldn't add on to them, add more, but it comes down to the thing, because like anything, tattoos cost a shit ton of money. It's like buying an expensive Gibson or Fender for you music fans out there. Those brands are pretty fucking expensive. Tattoos are the same concept. Depending on how long the session's going to be, and depending on the artist, you could be paying out your ass. For example, if Kat Von D was tattooing you, you'd be paying well over $1,000 for her. And that's not in total. That's per session. Or if you were getting what my friend Brett Davies at Joel's Classic Inc. did. By the way, shout out to Joel's Classic Inc. And I'll leave a link to Brett's stuff, so you can check it out. But he would probably cost you around like 100 to 120, depending on, as I said, the size and the placement. But you have to be very careful when you get a tattoo. Don't just go in recklessly and think, I'm gonna get, as I said, Donkey Kong climbing on my back. Yeah, cool idea for a tattoo. Not a first one. Maybe a third tattoo. It's kind of cool, but not a first. Anyway, that's the end of my video. So, rate, comment, subscribe. And if this video gets 5,000 likes, start small, I'll do part 2 to this video, which is the aftercare and what to do after you have the tattoo, the morning after, and all that stuff. So remember, 5,000 likes, I'll film part 2. Anyway, fuck with you later, YouTube.